Hi, I'm Jax.
And I'm Sassy Jax.
It's not always easy being a mom, but it's worth every single second.
And we love you for it.
So today, we're gonna make a Mother's Day card.
Mother's Day!
Hi everybody. I have pre-cut 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, just single base cards. I also have some pre-cut and scored 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card bases. All I need to do is fold on the score and I will have my card base. I do have the Stampendous cling rubber stamps and stencil out called the Cling Fresh Peony. It's gorgeous and I can't wait to use it. And I also have the cling foam stamps by the Tim Holtz Ideology 31-piece block upper stamp set, just in case. Definite inspiration right there. It's gorgeous. Looks like they did a lot of masking. It does have a stencil, so this stencil has the positive and negative pieces to it, which is fabulous. That way I can do a lot of ink work if I want. Oh, and by the way, I did get a new craft mat. I think they call this the best craft mat ever made or something like that, and I'll put a link in the description below for you if you're interested. So far, I like working on it. I've been doing a lot of acrylic painting on it, and I have done some ink work on it. I've also used some clear varnish on this thing. I've probably used it for 3 weeks, and this is the first time I've tried to clean it really, really well. Like when I clean it, I really have to push to get some of this stuff off. But it seems like everything has come off. It's very, very sticky. It's nothing like this, which is kind of silky. But you can see this craft mat has seen way better days.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find some other alternatives. I'm gonna set these aside so they don't get dirty. And I think I'm gonna concentrate on making a card front that goes on the top. See how everything kind of sticks? I have to peel it up. Wow, that really covers that. And I like this thinking of you because that way on the inside of the card you can write Happy Mother's Day, but on the outside you can say thinking of you. Do this. What does this inspiration look like? I really like this. I like that corner right there. That's pretty. I think I might do that. I have survived with a mini Misty these 2 years that I've been crafting, 2 or 3 years. So don't think I need the bigger Misty, but I haven't really gotten into buying the big stamps either. I'm going to use the VersaFine, which is a permanent archival ink and can be used with alcohol markers or water-based supplies. It will not bleed. Oh, look at that beautiful stamp. And I think I want to do the thinking of you right now, but I'm gonna wait because I'm not sure what I want to do with the front just yet. Before I move on, I think it's probably a good idea if I try to get this off of there. Success! I am using the Tombow Mono Sand and Rubber Eraser to get that ink off of the card. There we go. Okay, so now I have this on there, the stencil part, so that I can maybe stamp this separate. And to do that, I'm just gonna take out any old acrylic block, and I think with this stencil on there, masking here, I just love that. I can put some leaves right there. Now this would be doable on the original Misty because it has a bigger stamping area, but I have the stencil, and now I'm just gonna take this and kind of angle it in this little corner here so I can get that veining out of that center area. I'm gonna pretend that this goes out like that. Okay, it's all inked up. Here goes everything. Ooh, I like that. So now I have this stuff on the mat. Let's see how it goes. This is just a microfiber cloth. I let it sit there for a while because I wanted to see what it was gonna do. I have to really scrub it because it kind of dried. And now that it's wet, I have to dry it. I think I'm gonna do like that. I'm not gonna move it. I'm not gonna pull it off. I'm gonna wait till the end. We're just gonna hope for the best. Oh, that didn't turn out too bad. I think the next one I might do something over here. Kind of stained again. This is a wet towel. And this is a permanent ink, so keep that in mind when I'm doing this. I still have a white cloth. I'm not even holding on to the stencil anymore. Maybe I should be though, because it looks like it moved. One more on this side. Okay, I don't like that the other side was done because that really affects this right here. I don't like this one. And now I'm gonna try not cleaning my mat and leaving it on there even longer. And we're gonna try not cleaning off my stencil either. So each one is all individual. They all have their own personality slightly. Now I'm a little confused as to what I want to do next. One thing I do know is that I want this mat back. I was hoping that I would have a better result on this mat, but it will work for acrylic painting, so I'll get over it. You know what? I should have used watercolor paper because I really love my Altenew watercolors, and I think this would be really pretty with that. Wow, that's kind of pretty. Maybe I want to do an antique linen. See, I'm not liking that right there. And then I'm going to add just a hint of this. So to get this the way that I really want it, I just used a blank sponge dauber to kind of blend this more. I don't like it, but I can see where somebody else might like it. So I'm just going to continue to swirl around in circles. I did cover this with a stencil so the other part of it doesn't get wet. I like that. And I think I'm just going to use this bigger one. I might not even bring in the white on this one. Maybe I'll just go all full blue. Oh, that's beautiful. We'll let that react for just a slight second. Dab off some of that water. I am placing the stencil over the piece to do this because I'd like to preserve the ink on the flower as much as I can. This technique is called the spritz and flick. So you spritz it on your hand and you flick it on your card. So before it reacts too much, I'm going to take the water right off of there. Spritz, flick, 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 flick. Okay, I like that one without much on it. So I'm going to stop. I'm taking off the water so it'll stop the reaction. I mean, the reaction will still continue to go on slightly as it dries, but the longer you leave the water on the piece, the whiter those stains or those droplets are going to become. So here are the dried pieces, and I adore them.
Hopefully all the moms out there like them too.
My mind is blown. I am not a mother. I'm unable to have children, but I do have some pretty fabulous kids in my life. I've had the pleasure of being in many young people's lives, and I just thought I was the luckiest person in the world to be able to do that and to be there at whatever kind of timeline in their lives I was. But for somebody who's permanently there and has the privilege of being called a mother, the energy that it takes to be that giving of yourself every single day, always thinking of somebody else instead of you. And I say hip hip hooray to all you ladies out there. In dedication to my mother on this very special day, I'm playing one of her very favorite songs while painting one of her very favorite flowers, and wishing her and all of you a happy Mother's Day.